right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Good Time Supper Club. We're the Band of Heathens. It's great to be here. Great to see you. We're going to kick it off with an old Townes Van Zandt song that we used to play a bunch in the early days. It's called Two Hands. I got two hands, gonna clap my hands together. Two legs, gonna dance to heaven's door. I got one heart, gonna fill it up with Jesus. Ain't gonna think about trouble anymore. Well, now this old world, sometimes it does get lonesome. Many grown man has hung his head and cried. Down in your soul, there's one who won't desert you. Ain't it fine to have your Savior by your side? I got two hands, gonna clap my hands together. Two legs, gonna dance to heaven's door. I got one heart, gonna fill it up with Jesus. Ain't gonna think about trouble anymore. Now the Lord resides inside a house of golden. Faith is the door, love is the key, and warm is the light pouring from his mighty windows. That light, my friend, it shines on you and me.
I got two hands, gonna clap my hands together. Got two legs, gonna dance to heaven's door. I got one heart, gonna fill it up with Jesus, and I ain't gonna think about trouble anymore. I'll be bathing in the glory of the throne. I got two hands, gonna clap my hands together. Got two legs, gonna dance to heaven's door. I got one heart, gonna fill it up with Jesus, and I ain't gonna think about trouble anymore. No, I ain't gonna think about trouble anymore. Said I ain't gonna think about trouble anymore.
All right.
Blast from the past right there.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the Good Time Supper Club, everybody. We had a request for that Townes Van Zandt song in one of our private personal concerts this week, talking about the good old days of the Band of Heathens when we first started out almost 15 years ago. And that kind of brings up another question some people have been asking. What is the Good Time Supper Club? Where did that name come from? What does it mean to you? Does anybody know in the early in the comments here? Does anyone know where that name came from? That was actually what we originally called this band. We called it the Good Time Supper Club. It was something we did on Wednesday nights at a place called Momo's in Austin, and we had no intention of ever having it grow to what it is now. And we thought it was something we would do on Wednesday nights and have fun with it in town in Austin. But it just, more and more people started coming to that show. So we decided to take it on the road. And one day, we were calling it the Good Time Supper Club for weeks. And one day in the newspaper, it showed up as the Heathens. We don't know. We have some suspicions, but we don't know for sure who was responsible for calling it the Heathens. I thought we were double booked and there was some other band called the Heathens that was going to show up that night. But anyway, somehow the name Heathens stuck, and here we are, the Band of Heathens, and we're grateful you're here with us. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another week of the Good Time Supper Club. Ed, you want to take it away?
Yeah, I was thinking that back in maybe 2006 or something that we were talking about how at some point we would be doing this live streaming over the airwaves to everybody. You know, we had a little sense of clairvoyance about it. All the way back then, who knew?
Yeah.
You know?
In a strange, this whole thing, I don't know, Trevor, if you were talking about it, but someone was saying how this live streaming, this kind of back to the basics for us in some way. This is kind of not unlike what those early shows were like. There were no rehearsals. It was very rough and loose, and that's kind of what made it fun. At any moment, it could be a complete and total train wreck and disaster, not unlike these shows. These shows are very close to just everything falling apart at any minute. So, yeah, we hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, the only difference is that was more like people falling out of chairs or amplifiers not working, and now we're dealing with the spinning wheel of death that I know you're all familiar with on your computer when it goes into the freeze mode and you have the moment where you're like, oh no, I don't know what's going to happen now. Maybe if I just shut it off and turn it back on, everything will be okay. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. I'm going to play a song now. It's kind of an old one too. We used to play this. We haven't played this in a little bit, so here we go. Well, babe, you know I miss you so bad. Might have been the best thing that I never had. I would have really appreciate you, or just coming around. But if you ain't got no time, well, I hope you're still doing fine. Gonna meet someday up in heaven with the help of God. Said now I had some plans for you. Seem like you have more important things to do. Here's hoping you're gonna be enjoying them, Lord, in the meantime. If you're ever feeling blue, all you really got to do is just gonna pick up your telephone and call on me. Don't dial up 6, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Roll myself home on engine number 9. Well, I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh, baby, I love you. Wanna hold you down in my arms, keep you all safe from harm. If I turn you loose, gonna be a pain deep down in my heart. Why don't you try some of your tenderness? Well, if you would, I'd have to confess. Well, if you leave me like that, wanna curl up in a ball and dance. Say and I'd like to try you right on for size. If you're ever feeling blue, all you really got to do is just go pick up your telephone and call on me. Or dial up 6, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Load my cell phone back on engine number 9. Well, I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh, baby, I love you. Oh, yeah. That's one called Wilson and Otis. And, yeah, that was, we used to do that one back in the day quite a bit. Might be time to bring that one back.
Yeah,
And
man.
speaking of bringing it back, I'm going to send it back over to Gordy. I think we're a day late, but Gordy, we should probably pay homage to the great holiday that was yesterday, which would be 420.
We probably should. I think
It's
it would only be appropriate.
It's especially important this year because really the whole month is 420. The day 420 and the month 420. It's double.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's cool.
Stoney.
Far out. Yeah, I think we should definitely get a little green grass kicking here. Before we do, Ed, you know, Becca Long she had a comment. She said she needed your shirt.
This one?
Can you tell us about that shirt, Ed? I remember when you got that shirt.
Yeah, we played the Newport Folk Festival a couple years ago, and one of the really cool perks of that is they give everyone a denim shirt, which is cool. But then even a greater perk than that is Fort Lonesome, the incredible chain stitch company, based in Austin, Texas, as a matter of fact. They will do stitching for you. Amazing, and
It's like tattoos for your shirts.
tattoos for your shirts, and they put little happy rainbows on my shirt. So whenever I feel like I need a little boost, I just take it to Rainbow Town, and I'm flying with the unicorns, and everything's good.
That's awesome.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. All right, let's do a little green grass here for our friends out on the West Coast. Back in the 70s, token Panama red to the Pleiades, constellations falling from the sky. Then came the newest kick, sense of me for the Mexican brick. It never brings you down, it gets you high. Oh, the green, green grass of California, Pacific breeze so gentle and so kind. When your eyes are red, spinning in your head, remember it's only in your mind. Then came the strongest stuff, the single props couldn't haul enough to keep on Mendocino County time. Up and down the PCH, from the black sand beach to the redwood gate, they engineered a stronger strain of kind. Oh, the green, green grass of California, Pacific breeze so gentle and so kind. When your eyes are red, spinning in your head, remember it's only in your mind. We used to roll up another and another. Don't bogart, brother, you're not alone. Now a smaller stash will cost you twice the cash, but half as much will lift you to a new time. zone. Oh, the green, green grass of California, Pacific breeze so gentle and so kind. When your eyes are red, spinning in your bed, remember it's only in your mind. When your eyes are red, so heavy in your head, remember it's only in your mind. Remember it's only in your mind. All right.
Always a good ride.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is it that time, Gordy?
I think it's that time.
I think it's that time.
Take it away, Trev.
Making my way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you gotta go. Everybody knows your name. I'm always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna go where everyone knows your name.
Wow. Trev, thank you so much. As always, beautiful introduction. It's a pleasure to be introduced by such a
plaisir pour moi.
beautiful player, beautiful sound, beautiful song. It's nice to see everybody, and I'm glad to have everybody here back at the Good Time Supper Club with the Band of Heathens. I hope everybody's had a good week and keeping themselves sane and safe and healthy. We've been doing okay over here. We had a minor computer meltdown today, and we are so happy that we got it figured out and we are up and running because we have a very cool show lined up for you guys. And since the show's about to really get dug in, I believe it's time for a cocktail. So today I'm going to be making you a gin martini. There are a lot of ways to make a gin martini, but I'm making the way that Nicky Blume likes because I make her one or two a week, and it's because it was her father, Dr. Fraioli, out in the Bay Area in California. It's his 77th birthday, and we want to thank him for all the help he's done. He has been in the medical field for a very long time, and we appreciate him. Happy birthday. So the first thing we're going to do over here is I'm going to fill my little mixer here with about 4 or 5 ice cubes. We'll go 5 here. And so I have Bombay Sapphire out because that's actually his favorite gin, but tonight what we're going to use is this Navy Strength gin from the La Crosse Distillery because they are so awesome and special, and we thank them so much for helping us out over here. So that's what we are making our gin martini with tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a big double shot in there. And since she likes it, how you call it, bruised, it's essentially just shaken until you literally can't shake it anymore. So it's as cold and icy as it could possibly be. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna mute the mic so you don't have to hear it. Nice. It ended up sounding like a really nice shaker too, so that's great. So now we're going to use this same cup to filter it, but I'm going to grab my martini glass here out of the freezer because it's nice and chilled and we like that. That's always the best. So I'm going to filter that out here. Pour it in. No ice. And she takes her martini dirty with a few olives. So I'm going to go ahead and get a spoonful of olive juice. Maybe a couple. Okay, she's actually giving me 3 fingers over there. So we're going to go 3 spoonfuls. And then also grab an olive. Okay, 2 olives. I'm getting my instructions. Apparently, I'm making awful cocktails all the time. Okay, so here we go. We have a nice dirty gin martini with 2 olives. And I want to say cheers to everybody. Happy birthday, Dr. Fraioli. And I'm sending it over to Gordy to sing another song for us, and I'll be seeing you guys a little bit later.
Cheers.
All right, all right. Cheers. Thank you, Jesse. Oh. Turn that down, please. All right. Sorry there. We
Hey,
had a little background noise going on.
hey, Gordy.
Yo.
We lost you there for a minute.
Sorry. My wife is actually streaming the show, and I can hear like what happened, like
This might be a good
something.
opportunity for a
It's
shout
like a
out or
time
two.
machine. Just gonna
Gordy,
just
can I
close
throw
the
out a
door
shout
there.
out? We got some people tuning in. I think I'm watching the restream here on one side.
What's that, Trev?
Can I do we got a sec for a shout out real quick?
Yeah.
Is Rusty and Kathy, our good friends in Arizona. Got to give them some love. They're watching in Phoenix.
Hey.
Steve Finch.
You should probably tell them that Sage is in the kangaroo.
And Sage is with me here in the kangaroo. Our good buddy Steve Finch is watching in Salida.
What's up,
Colorado.
Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Joseph and Conman in Santa Barbara. Oh, yeah. Christine Bundy in Taos. What's up, Christine? And right here in Austin, we got the homies in the Purple Bee crew are all watching as a great group of artists who are also involved with some cool live streams we're watching tonight. So thanks for your support, fellas. Back to you, Gordy. Thank you.
Yeah, and we also have
Oh, you tell that
we have a very special birthday. We have a Scott Fleener watching from I believe from Dallas, somewhere in North Texas. Want to say happy birthday, and we also would love to invite any questions, comments, anything you guys have. We're trying to keep an eye on the comments, and we would love to communicate with you, however that looks. Ooh, look what you got there, Ed.
Speaking of which, Gordy, if I can interject real quick,
Please.
I'm reading a comment real quick, and somebody asked if martini is just cold gin. And in this case, it is, but typically you actually can coat your martini glass with some vermouth. You don't usually drink the vermouth. You coat the cold glass with it and pour it out so that it's lining the glass, and you pour the rest of your martini in that way. But we don't have vermouth because, again, it's quarantine. Don't have time for that. Back to you guys.
Way to go, Jesse. Thanks for straightening that out. I was wondering the same thing myself.
I had a question.
Yeah.
Was there a particular kind of gin that you were using tonight, Jesse?
Yes, I was. I believe I noted, but we're going to go back again. I'm using the
Bring it back.
LaCroix Navy Strength Gin.
I was just wondering because I'm having some Lacrosse downtown Toodaloo Rock and Rye right now too. Enjoying it. Delicious, delicious
I believe
beverage.
I have the same thing here, buddy.
It's funny you should say that. I'm drinking the same thing right now, Ed and Jesse.
So
Yeah.
good, isn't it?
Yeah, rock and rye, baby.
Hey, well, you know what? It's funny. Y'all should say that because I'm drinking straight whiskey.
Oh.
So.
Well, what are y'all drinking out there? What is everybody drinking tonight? What do we got going on in our cups? What goes well with the Band of Heathens Good Time Supper Club? I'd like to know that. I'm very curious. And let us know
Jason-
where you're coming from.
Jason just says coat my liver.
All right, I'm gonna do a song here. Let's see how this goes. All right. We got mountains mouths to feed and boots to fill, pills for sleep and dreams of dollar bills. And we clean our guns while we turn our cheeks. We're like angels and demons and dogs in heat. So baby, raise your glass, but don't cut your teeth. Show your sweet tooth grin to everyone you meet. Tell me, what's this world that we're clinging to? It's all for one, but none for two. Pierce your skin with a heart tattoo. Tell me, what's this world that we're clinging to? I see floods every spring and water for sale. All the drunks in the tank trying to throw their bail. You know I lost an old friend like a thief in the night. These days done took the light out of her eyes. We gotta change our ways every New Year's Day. But give me one last midnight before I gotta pay. Tell me, what's this world that we're clinging to? It's all for one, but none for two. Pierce your skin with a heart tattoo. Tell me, what's this world that we're clinging to? I see highway miles gonna pave the way. Billboards digging their roots in our graves. We got debts to pay, but all our cards are drawn. They'll be paying our dues long after we're gone. Tell me, what's this world that we're clinging to? It's all for one, but none for two. Pierce your skin with a heart tattoo. Tell me, what's this world that we're clinging to? What's this world that we're clinging to? What's this world that we're clinging to?
Nice
Thanks, y'all. That's one that's kind of been brought back into the catalog from doing these personal concerts Ed and I've been doing. This is a crazy time. We are all just working as hard as we can and as best we can. We can't tour right now, as you know, obviously, but we're doing this, and Ed and I are also doing these personal concerts, which are basically, it's like a private concert like this, with where you can invite 10 of your friends. We all get to see each other, get to talk, ask questions, and it's been really, really fun. And it's been fun getting some requests for songs that are deep in the catalog that we haven't played live in a while. And that one is one of the ones that we've kind of unearthed. So feels good. Ed, what you got?
I'm gonna do an old standby here, one that we resides in the catalog pretty regularly, but try a little bit of a different take on it since we're in this sort of acoustic format. I got my little reverb hall going there, and we'll get into it. This is called LA County Blues. I was never one for compromise. I couldn't fit at school. Gowns about the 7th grade, played them all the fool. I couldn't find shoes my size, had to walk 10 miles with blisters on the backs of my soul and an illegal smile. Burning down Las Vegas town, had to sleep by noon. Drank my money on a red roulette, that's a ride you can't refuse. 5 hours down with a sunrise frown, lightning in your shoes. It's 1 foot in the ether with the LA County Blues. Got me on accessory, 30 days in jail. One headlight, love all night, without a chance at bail. But I'll be home by Derby Town, so please save me a seat. For mint juleps on the outfield grass, the old South tastes so sweet. Burning down Las Vegas town, had to sleep by noon. Drank my money on a red roulette, that's a ride you can't refuse. 5 hours down with a sunrise frown, lightning in your shoes. It's 1 foot in the ether with the LA County Blues. You can call me Mr. Raoul Duke, I know what you mean. Blinded by a quart of rum and a dose of mescaline. The Mint 400 couldn't slow me down, kinda like the speed. Will the failure of our generation for a couple bags of weed. Burning down Las Vegas town, had to sleep by noon. Drank my money on a red roulette, that's a ride you can't refuse. 5 hours down with a sunrise frown, lightning in your shoes. And it's 1 foot in the ether with the LA County Blues. It's 1 foot in the ether with the LA County Blues. It's just 1 foot in the ether with the LA County Blues. All right. That's a song paying a little homage to the late great Hunter S. Thompson and a little LA travel song. Speaking of LA and Los Angeles, I think it's time to send it to the Band of Heathens resident, not only resident coffee expert, but in this case, resident vinyl expert. It's time for Vinyl Richie, ladies and gentlemen. Richard. The crowd goes wild. How are you?
I'm doing great.
All right.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man.
Yeah. I think I'm about to be doing a lot better. Trev, you got something for us here? All right.
Actually, yes.
So Trev just gave us a little taste of a cut from, without a doubt, one of my all-time favorite records. It is a Desert Island album for me, and I've spent a lot of time with it. So I wanted to share it with you guys. We have here the Zombies 1968 album, Odyssey and Oracle, which just celebrated its 52nd anniversary release a couple of days ago. So they made this record. This was their second album. And their first record, you may remember a couple of cuts off of She's Not There, and what else we got? Somebody help me. She's Not There. Hey, Lucy, what else is on that Zombies record? All right, we'll come back to y'all. Anyways, yeah, Tell Her No. That's it. Tell her no, 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 no. Yeah, so they made this record after that, which was quite a departure for them because they started out as a rhythm and blues band, as much of the British musicians in the early mid 60s started as, because they were getting all of the chess records and Motown records and American blues singer records and things like that. So that's kind of what their sound was, and then they come out with this record, which by the cover you can tell, you know, everything you need to know about how this record's probably going to sound. Yeah, and so they did it in London, between Olympic Studios, which a lot of our favorite records were recorded at, and Abbey Road Studios, which of course was home to the Beatles and every other EMI artist, but most notably the Beatles. And that was kind of their playground, so to have another British artist band come in was different, you know, and the studio wasn't used to it, so they were actually trying to figure out how to work with this band who didn't bring in a producer. They were there just as a band, and yeah, no producer, but they didn't have a lot of time because this was their first record on this new label that they had just signed a deal with. So even though they didn't have a producer, they were limited budget-wise and time-wise in the studio. So they actually spent a lot of time rehearsing for the record before they went in. And they were done with the record in 3 months, and then they broke up as a band like 2 or 3 months after that. So they actually weren't together when the record came out, which is kind of interesting. They were only together initially for a handful of years anyways. So they broke up in December of '67, and Al Cooper, who a lot of us will know from being a producer, A&R guy, playing organ on Bob Dylan's Like a Rolling Stone. He also produced Lynyrd Skynyrd, and he produced Sweet Home Alabama for them. So he had a very varied career, but he's the guy that got the Zombies a record deal in the States. He talked to Clive Davis on his first day of the job, and Clive was like, hey, we're passing on this record, and Al told him that was a big mistake. And Clive said he would take his opinion under advisement, and they put the album out, mild response, but like a year later, Time of the Season became a chart topper in the States, and everybody knows that song. So interesting story about that one. I love this record. I could definitely keep talking about it forever, and I would love to listen to it only for the rest of my life, but it's on a very short list of my favorite albums. So hope you check it out. The Zombies, Odyssey and Oracle. You probably know Time of the Season on this record, but please listen to it and enjoy it. And yeah, that's it.
Nice, dude. Very cool. We have some comments. People excited about getting the coolest vinyl segment from John Lennon.
That's cool. Yeah, he's been gone for a while, but
We let's see here. Asking about your system back there, Vinyl Richie.
That's from Spartan on Twitch.
Oh, Spartan on Twitch.
What
What's
you got?
Spartan? A little bit of a sad tale for you, Spartan, but not too sad. I'd flip this around and show you the speakers, but I kind of can't right now. But I will tell you that I've got a couple of badass Klipsch Cornwall speakers that are about 100 pounds each, and they're vintage. I think they're from the late 70s, but they were my dad's. And so I've been holding on to them because they look great. For one, you know, they're like furniture pieces. They're these wooden, beautiful speakers. They look cool, and you know, yeah, my wife is okay with them being in the room. I think they take up a lot of space, but we use them as furniture pieces, I guess. So I got those, which really are like the shit, and everything sounds great through those. I've got an old amplifier that was my dad's, but it's been cutting out, so I need to get it fixed. But I think it was like it's like a J.C. Penney model. You know, all the department stores had their own brand of audio equipment back in the day, and it was usually really cool shit. So anyways, I gotta get that fixed. So I'm just running my stuff through a Sony amp that's fine, you know, it gets the job done. And then I have a Hitachi direct drive turntable that one of my dad's friends gave me, and I got it fixed up when I moved out here to LA. There's a really great audio technician here, and he's got it working awesome. So nice setup.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
We have a question from, maybe is this from Spartan as well, about the new record. Some questions about the new Band of Heathens record.
Well, there is a new Band of Heathens record. It's done. It's mastered. It's mixed. We're working on artwork and trying to figure out how that works. When we can, I'll be in the same place to take photographs. But to answer your question, man, it's done. We're really excited about it. It is, you know, hopefully it's coming out in the fall. If we'll have to just see. We're sort of in a wait and see pattern. But right now, we're knock on wood. We're all hoping to be back out on the road and playing music for everybody, and hoping to have a new record of material to play for y'all. It's speaking of music, probably time for a song. What do you say, Gordy? Yeah. So I'm gonna introduce this one. We're gonna send this out to Jamie VB and friends from Tiga K. Just want to give them a shout out for chipping in and being so generous, but also just for participating and commenting on everything that's going on. So this is a great Lowell George song played by the band Little Feat, and this is called Willin'. Going out to Jamie and all the folks in Tiga K. By the rain, driven by the snow, I'm drunk and dirty. Don't you know I'm still willing? Been out on the road late at night, seen my pretty Alice in every headlight. Alice, Alice, Alice. And I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari. Had to beat a tone ball, driven every kind of rig that's ever been made, driven the back roads so I wouldn't get away. And if you give me weed, white sand wine, and you show me a sign, I'll be willing to be moving. Wrecked by the wind, wrapped by the sleet, and my head stove in. Still on my feet, I'm still in a whole lot of trouble. Smoking some smoke, some folks from Mexico, baked by the sun. Every time I go to Mexico, and I'm still, and I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, to have to beat a tone apart, driven every kind of rig that's ever been made, driven the back roads I wouldn't get away. So if you give me weed, white and wine, and you show me the sign, I'll be willing, oh, to be moving. Yeah, again, that's going out to Jamie and the folks in TGK. And I'm going to send it back over to Gordy to play us some. But before I do that, I just want to remind you, if you guys are digging what you're hearing tonight and you want to chip in and help the cause of the touring band that can't tour, please do paypal.me/Band of Heathens, or info@Band of Heathens is the email address, and Venmo is just @Band of Heathens. I guess apparently there's also a new thing on Facebook where you can pay us in stars, and apparently that means it's money or currency. So whatever is easiest for you, all sizes, shapes are welcome. Again, if you can't contribute, that's cool too. We're just glad you're watching, but if you wanted to chip in, that's how you do it. So off to you, Gordy.
Yeah, man. So I saw a request for this song. Haven't done it in a real long time. Figured it'd be fun to do. Got a little Feet reference. Get a singing tune. See how this goes. Called Unsleeping Eye. Sleep don't overtake me here, don't run me down like this. I got miles before they're gonna lay me down, but I ain't ready yet, you know I'm not there yet. A Quaalude highway hypnotizing the lines across my face. One more sign before my mind begins hallucinating, can't stay awake. Give me something strong, let the night roll on today. Unsleeping eye said don't fail me now. Crack a window wide, then put your right foot down. So daydream through the night, but keep them wheels spinning round and round. Unsleeping eye said don't fail me now. Now there's a girl at home, she waiting up till dawn. Lord, she could use some sleep. So I flash my brights, dim my lights. I sink down a little deeper into my seat. Just to get back home, this old Rolling Stone, going 1,000 miles a night. Grant me speed and eyes to see my lonely girl tonight, she's so out of sight. Lord, don't make me sleep like a refugee, it ain't right. Unsleeping eye said don't fail me now. Crack a window wide, then put your right foot down. So daydream through the night, but keep them wheels spinning round and round. Unsleeping eye said don't fail me, said, don't fail me now. Now it's a blacktop asphalt grooving past all the rhythm in the lines. Locked down deep into the pocket, sunrise keeping my time. All I ask is a tank of gas and a cup of coffee strong. And a highway moon are gonna keep me moving. I'm driving all night long, unsleeping eye. Said don't fail me now. Crack a window wide, put your right foot down. Daydream through the night, but keep them wheels spinning round and round. Unsleeping eye, say don't fail me now. Unsleeping eye, oh good Lord, don't fail me now.
All right. Well, thanks y'all. How's everybody doing out there? How are y'all?
We got a couple of responses to what they're drinking, Gordy.
Yeah.
We asked earlier what everybody was drinking. Here's two that I thought were worth noting. First off, John in Mendocino has said he's going with the OG Tanqueray and tonic.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah. But then the best response I saw was Chuck in Reno is smoking his drink.
Very cool. Is it that time, Trev?
You know, it just might be, man. It is Grateful Dead hour.
Grateful Dead hour.
Not hour, minute, sorry. This week's pick, 12/6/73. Hope somebody out there checked out 5372. If you did, please comment or hit me up. I'd love to hear what you think. But we're moving a year ahead into late 73. This period for Grateful Dead is as good as it gets with the Grateful Dead. A lot of haters out there for Donna Jean and Mickey Hart when they had two drummers. I know there's guys in the band that feel that way, but you're clear on this. Donna's pregnant, so no Donna at the show, and just one drummer. And Billy, on that note, is playing really out of his mind from 71 to 74, swinging like Elvin Jones, grooving like Keltner, you know, the fills, the half times like Russ Kunkel. It's something else. But it's a long show, so if you don't have a whole lot of time and just want to drop in, I recommend getting in there second set with Here Comes Sunshine. Absolutely one of the best versions ever played of this song, which is, I think they might have only played the song less than 20 times, somewhere in there. But it was an incredible jam vehicle for them. Some just really unique stuff as far as the Dead's catalog is concerned. And Garcia's fluidity and articulation. As a listener, you're immediately drawn in, and it's incredible. You're always just anticipating where he's going to take it, and you're surprised, but it's just funky, down home, righteous. So check that out. But the meat of the show is the Dark Star Eyes of the World Stella Blue suite that pretty much concludes the night. And this is an hour plus, I would say, of pinnacle group improvisation. And if you have time coming up this next week, say a walk or a bike ride or whatever, a hike, you're willing to take a journey really to the outer reaches of the galaxy, of your mental boundaries, a place that might be a little dark, mysterious, maybe a little scary. Highly recommend you check out this chunk of the show, Dark Star Eyes and Stella Blue. It's just truly a masterwork of just what the Dead were capable of as far as a group mind. And after the Dark Star, it's about 40 minutes of just mind-melting stuff. It's an eyes of the world that is, feels like you're on the bow of a sailboat on a beautiful summer day with a breeze. Just feels good. So anyway, check it out. 12673. It should appear in the comments. And if you like it, let me know. Thanks.
Woo!
Woo! Did I get that in under a minute? It's probably a little bit over. All right. Oh, perfect. Jesse.
Hello. Hey, y'all.
Send it on over here to Jesse and Nicky Blume, y'all.
Hey!
Hey guys.
Miss Nicky Blume, as you guys have seen and met the past couple weeks, we are going to play another song for you guys. And as we mentioned before, we had a holiday yesterday. So I believe that we are going to play a song from one of the maestros of the 420 holiday. We are going to play a Willie Nelson song for everybody here.
Well, and I just want to say thank you, Band of Heathens, for having me, and thank you all out there. And happy birthday, Dad.
Yeah. Happy birthday again. All right, here we go. This song,
Chin chin.
I'm going to let Nicky just sing this one because she sounds a lot better than I do singing it. So here we go.
I think differently, but
Ready?
yes. Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted, and then someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? Oh, crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for crying, crazy for trying, and I'm crazy for love. I think the rice is ready.
All right. That was, Crazy by Willie Nelson with Nicky Blume. Thank you guys for sending it back to us. I believe.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
Awesome. Thank you guys. There he is.
Oh,
Good.
is that a dance party?
You know what?
Oh.
I keep
Oh.
Uh.
for the help. My dance partner.
Sage.
All right, Sage. Woo!
Yeah, Sage.
Good drumming, Rich.
Yeah, man, good dancing, y'all.
Little interpretive dance there for you.
That was beautiful. Hey there, Sage.
Hi, Sage.
That was awesome.
My dad said I can be on stage today.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be on stage
Oh,
today.
your daddy's a smart man.
All right. That was awesome, you guys. I think we're going to do a little trading places segment here. Gordy had mentioned we've been doing a lot of these personal concerts, which have been really cool, really rewarding, good opportunity to kind of get to know people a little better. And, obviously this is really fun. This is a great way to interface, but the personal concerts offer us a little bit more ability to sort of interact with each other and talk and have some nice conversations. So in the process of doing some of those, we're doing some as a duo, and he's doing some solo, and I'm doing some solo. We have gotten requests for the songs that the other of us normally sing. I put that as awkwardly in a grammatical phrase as I possibly could, but sometimes people request songs from me that Gordy normally sings, and it's been fun because sometimes we're just taking a stab at them and seeing what happens, and we're going to do that right now, and we'll see how it goes. This one, love this song. This ended up on the Duende record, but we recorded this, I think, a couple of times. We recorded this for the Sunday Morning Record album initially, and it was quite a different version from what ended up on the Duende record, but again, that's part of the fun of chasing songs and trying to find the right version to finally release to y'all. So this is called Deep as Love. Let's see how we do. Say you wanna know how deep my love is. You say you long to hear those words of mine. So I ask, how deep is the ocean? How deep is the color in your eye? A simple glance, your eyes to mine. Losing my breath and move in wonder. My words fall flat in all my lines until the tide pulls me under. Say you wanna know how deep my love is. You say you long to hear those words of mine. So I ask, how deep is the ocean? And how deep is the color in your eye? So far apart, alone in need, in hotel keys and long drop calls. I'll miss my friends and my family, but I'm missing you most of all. You say you wanna know how deep my love is. You say you long to hear those words of mine. So I ask, how deep is the ocean? How deep is the color in your eyes? So I Deep as Love. Good song,
dude,
man.
I forgot about that early version we did that had the falsetto choruses.
And the 3-minute jam at the end, too.
Yeah.
Dude, that version's badass. I'm just gonna
Richard, let it be known, Richard prefers the other version that didn't make the record.
I won't say that I prefer it, but I do remember when we recorded it, I was very stoked about it. But hey, maybe it'll see the light of day.
Yeah, maybe someday we'll have to release it. That's cool, man. It's awesome hearing Ed sing these tunes.
It's awesome hearing Ed.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome hearing Gordy right now.
Got a little Curtis
boy.
Mayfield to it, man. It's nice.
The seasons change. Little Curtis Mayfield there, Trev.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. It's great.
Well, if you guys liked the Curtis Mayfield falsetto Ed and the dance party with Trevor and Sage, we'd like to direct all of you to our Venmo and PayPal accounts as we try to use this show to keep our bills paid while we're not touring, y'all. I'm half kidding, half serious. I'm so glad y'all are tuning in, and just so glad in this crazy time that we have such an amazing group of people that is our family and our community of music people. So thank you guys for tuning in and being our rock that we can lean on in these lean times. And we hope y'all are doing well. But just appreciate all the support y'all have given us.
Yeah.
It's I think it's time for me to finish our Trading Places segment here. I'm going to do a tune that has been requested a bunch in some of these personal concerts. One of Ed's tunes, one of my favorites. It was one of the last songs we recorded for the Duende record, and it goes like this. Let's see here. I feel like I've been here before. I chose the wrong path. I opened the wrong door. But I've been trying. I've been trying to make my way on back to this. First time I saw your face, the taste when we kissed. Let's start over. I'll do better. Maybe next time we'll be together. All I'm asking, let me change your mind. All I'm asking for is you. My mind is right for the first time. I found a reason. I figured out the rhyme. If you let me, I'll do better. Changed too. Oh, oh, oh. All I'm asking, let
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for a moment of culture, the Culture Club, if you will, with the Band of Heathens. As you can tell by the important sounding effect on my voice, this is a very important cultural moment of sharing. Tonight, we rejoin William Shakespeare's Hamlet, Act 1, Scene 1 in progress, in which the ghost has the men questioning reality.
'Tis gone and will not answer.
How now, Horatio? You tremble and look pale. Is not this something more than fantasy? What think on't?
Before my God, I might not this believe, without the sensible and true avouch of mine own eyes.
Is it not like the king?
As thou art to thyself. Such was the very armor he had on when he the ambitious Norway combated. So frowned he once when, in an angry parley, he smote the sledded poleaxe on the ice. 'Tis strange.
Thus twice before, and jump at this dead hour, with martial stock hath he gone by our watch.
In what particular thought to work, I know not. But in the gross and scope of mine, this bodes some strange eruption to our state.
Good now, sit down and tell me, he that knows, why the same strict and most observant watch so nightly toils the subject of the land. And why such daily cast of brazzard cannon and foreign mart for implements of war? Why such impressive shipwrights, whose sore task does not divide the Sunday from the week? What might be toward that this wet haste doth make the night joint labor with the day? Who is it that can inform me?
That can I. At least the whisper goes so. Our last king, whose image even but now appeared to us, was, as you know, by Fortinbras of Norway. Thereto, pricked on by a most emulate pride, dared to the combat, in which our valiant Hamlet, for so this side of our known world esteemed him, did slay this Fortinbras. Slay! Who by a sealed compact well ratified by law and heraldry did forfeit with his life all those his lands which he stood seized of to the conqueror. Against the which, I don't know how to say that word, competent was gauged by our king, which had returned to the inheritance of Fortinbras. Had he been vanquisher as, by the same covenant and carriage of the article designed, he fell to Hamlet. Now, sir, young Fortinbras of unimproved metal, hot, so hot and full, hath in the skirts of Norway here and there sharked up a list of lawless resolutes for food and diet to some enterprise that hath in stomaching it, which is no other, as it doth well appear unto our state, goddamn United States of America, but to recover of us by strong hand and terms compulsatory those foresaid lands, so by his father lost. And this, I take it, is the main motive of our preparations, the source of this our watch, and the chief head of this post-haste and rummage in the land.
I think it be no other but in so. May it sort that this portentous figure comes armed through our watch, so like the king that was and is the question of the wars.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for joining us for an extended moment of culture. the Culture Club with the Band of Heathens.
Wow. Is everybody okay out there?
I'll tell you what, if you don't feel culture after that, you ain't never gonna feel it.
Oh man.
Hey, we got time for a quick shout out. A happy birthday to Scott Fleener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Scott Fleener. And yeah, the Moroskis are watching in Connecticut. Thanks for tuning in. Love you guys.
Cool.
We're gonna continue on the theme of the OG Good Time Supper Club, the early days of the Band of Heathens, because that seems to be kind of fun. So we're gonna leave y'all with this song. It's an old song. I think one of the original recordings is by Leadbelly. I think he learned it when he was in prison somewhere in southeast Texas, and it was a prison work song. And yeah, we're gonna leave y'all with this one here. Old school Band of Heathens song. This is the first song we learned how much we love harmonizing together. Unfortunately, because of time lag, we cannot harmonize now, but we will each do our best. Thank y'all so much for all the contributions, all the Facebook stars, the new payment method on Facebook, all the Venmo at Band of Heathens contributions, and the PayPal.me/Band of Heathens contributions, y'all. It means the world to us. It keeps us going and keeps us paying our bills, not getting evicted. So thank y'all so much for that.
Hey, Gordy.
Yeah.
What are we going to be doing next Tuesday night, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern?
That's a really good question, Ed. Let me check my calendar. Next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll be right back here. Same bat time, same bat place. Doing the Good Time Supper Club again with my brothers here, the Band of Heathens. We are.
Right.
This is the only way we get to play music together, and we're grateful for it. So we're having a good time. We hope this has brought you a little bit of joy and some good musical and comedic relief during these times. And yeah, be kind to each other, take care of each other, stay safe, stay sane. We're gonna leave you with a good old prison work song. Ain't no more cane on the breezes. Ooh, it's all been ground down to molasses. Ooh.
Should have been on the river in 1910. Ooh, they was driving the women just like they drove the men.
Go down, old Hannah. Don't you rise up no more. Don't you rise up till the judgment days for sure. Whoa.
Ain't no more cane on the breezes. Ooh, it's all been ground down to molasses. Ooh.
Captain, don't you do me like you done poor old Shine. You drove that bully till he gone stone blind.
Wake up on a left town, hold up with your own head. Cause you might get a pardon, or you might wind up dead. Ain't no more cane on the braziers. It's all been ground down to molasses. It's all been ground down to molasses. Oh, thank you all very much for being with us here this evening. We love you so much. We'll see you next week on the Good Time Supper Club with the Band of Heathens. Be safe, be well. We love you. We'll see you soon. Yeah.